Big breath in. Oh, what a privilege to be practicing yoga, to be aligning action, thought, speech with breath and harmony. Let's start in child's pose. So breathing the body into this yummy spaciousness through the upper back, through the shoulders. I really love bobbing up and down here in child's pose. On the inhale, my back rises up a little bit, stretching. On the exhale, my heart softening down. So as we arrive in this yoga practice, I invite you to create an intention. Like, why are you here today? What is it that you're wanting to focus on? What is it you're wanting to gift yourself with this practice? For our collective intention, I'm in my onesie, I got my bear hood on, I'm all foxy monstered out. And so that is my inner child, my playfulness. So this is yoga for fun, yoga for play. Come to tabletop. Cat-cow, inhale and exhale. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you look down. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you bring your chin towards your pubic bone. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. And then I invite you to rotate from side to side, like a cement truck roll. Head, neck, shoulders, elbow, everything getting involved, everything activated here. Other way. And then for a puppy, so hips over the knees, walk the arms out. Melting your heart towards the earth, letting your underarms drape down. Carefully floating back up to tabletop. Let's take a runner's lunge. So left foot between the hands, feel free to pick up that foot. Knee down in the back, hands to frame the front foot, or hands on the thigh, or hands to the sky. Yeah. Engaging this right glute, interlace the fingers behind you. foundation of support first, right? So if you feel a little wobbly like I was just there, you can take the legs on 2 different train tracks, widen your foundation of support, and then glue into the earth, root into the earth. Kind of hug the muscles toward the midline. Release the hands to the floor. Step back with the left foot and step forward with the right foot. Hands to frame the foot, option to stay down the whole time, or bring the hands to the thigh, or hands to the sky. Sort of like we're following that body intelligence. So letting your body intelligence guide your practice. Squeeze that left glute. Good. Resting back. Hanuman prep. And then rock the toe in and out. Externally rotating, internally rotating, coming from the hip socket. So as you can see, my hand on my thigh. Good, and then we'll leave this to the outside, this toe out, and then bend the knee, and then come to lizard lunge. Hands up, or option 2, bring the forearms down to the ground. Let's see. Good. You can come up in your lizard or down. Forearms down or up. Breathing, Ujjayi breathing, swirling the air around the back of the throat. Yay. To me, fun yoga is where my body is really guiding the practice. So, for example, I have this little tenderness in the hip flexor here, and so I'm kind of rolling this way and that way over it, massaging it out, like massaging the psoas, massaging the hip flexor, the attachment sites for the thigh, finding where the deep stretch wants to occur. And then as I feel like it releases, we can switch sides. So Hanuman on the other side, with the toe this way and that way, the hip socket. Leave the toe externally rotated, the knee bending. Lizard stretch on this side. Hands can stay where they are, go down to the forearms and kind of disappearing. So for me, the angle on this side is a little different. I've got to kind of go all the way to the side of my thigh. I've got my thigh all the way down. That's where it wants to go for me here. To open up through my low back, kind of. Ah, wonderful. Such nice opportunity to presence and to be with and to touch into the heart of yoga, which is this really ancient practice. So thank you to all the teachers, and Especially thank you to that inner guidance system, the inner guidance system that gives the body and your mind messages about what needs to happen from pose to pose, from shape to shape. All right. Let's float into downward facing dog from tabletop. Inhale. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back. And then yoga for my toes. I'm coming up on my tippy toes. And then guide the heels down. Maybe take my feet a little wider. And breathe. How about the tantric breath? Exhaling twice, imagining the exhale coming out your mouth and floating over your head. Knees come down. Let's stretch some more hip flexor stuff and thighs. So if you've got any knee issues, don't do this sitting back between your heels. This might be too much for your knees. If that's the case, then go ahead and come onto your belly and let's see. Belly like this, and then stretch the thighs by finding this bow pose. You can stay just like that the whole time, or do this reclining Virasana with me, reclining hero. So feet are on the outside edge of the hips. Tucking the tail under, scooping the tail under. Taking your time as you slowly, maybe you stay right here, or perhaps float down onto the forearms, or lay all the way down onto the back. Ujjayi breathing, swirling the air around the back of the throat. Went on a bike ride today, so these thighs are asking for some stretching. Sometimes I like to give myself a little tapotement. All right, if you're down, come on up, very slowly unfold. And press the hips up and down if that feels good for your body. I don't think there's a name for this pose. It just feels good for my thighs, and I'm squeezing my buttocks. All right, swing the legs around to one side and extend them out in front. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, tip forward. I like to bend the knees, curling in. Because after a while, you can straighten the legs a little more and a little more, a little more. Straight back for strengthening, rounded back for stretching your back more. Point the toes or flex the toes or fan the toes. Inhale up, plant the hands next to you, bend the knees, feet flat on the ground. Lift the hips up, reverse tabletop. Bottoms down, bottoms of the feet together. Tip forward, Baddha Konasana, forward fold in the shape of the diamond legs. Now closer in for more inner thigh work, further out for more outside hip area. Find just the Goldilocks version of this for you, and then wiggle in, snuggle in, dive in. Inhale, come up, and then let's play with a little floating poses. So can you lean back and maybe pick up the toes, hold on to the toes somewhere, and find this variation of Navasana boat pose. Now, of course, if your hamstrings are tight, you can bend your knees and hang on. You can keep one foot down or the other foot, or play with holding the toes and make sure the back is straight. Yeah, little boat pose. And then what I like to do to reset the abs is just pick up and kind of drop. Pick up and kind of drop. All righty, just checking in here. Another, how do you call it? Tantra breath, where you exhale out the mouth and let the breath flow over the head. A little hero pose for a moment. I like to plug in my heels right into my sit bones and then engage my lower ribs. I'm always sticking my low ribs out, so engaging the low abs, engaging the low ribs, but able to breathe, having this movable core. So pausing for a little meditation, a 1-minute meditation where give yourself the in breath, the out breath, the pause. The catching of your breath. The feeling of being here and now. All right. I love doing eagle arms with hero legs, Garuda Asana arms. So you can just wrap your arms around yourself with a big hug to start off with. Let's do this in stages. Plugging my heels into my sit bones again for that. I think there's energy points there. And then I've got my right arm on top. Just hold my right, hold the arm at the elbow across the body. This will be the next phase. Neutral chin. And then the next phase is to cross the elbows and bring the backs of the hands towards each other. And then the thumb, hold the thumb or bring the palm to palm. And then floating elbows up, shoulder blades down, chin neutral. Forearms away. I'm into the Tantra exhale today, the double exhale. Loose through the back of the neck. I'm feeling the impulse to fold forward, so bowing down. Releasing eagle arms, coming back up. Let's do a hug with the left arm on top or other arm on top, whichever one you're on. Big hug. Mwah. Mwah. Appreciating yourself for your own unique expression of divinity in this world. Appreciating yourself for walking your walk and talking your talk and living your path of Dharma, living your path of ease and flow and friendliness. So next phase is to take the arm across the body. And then stacking elbows, bringing the backs of the hands together, or holding the thumb, or bringing the palm to palm. Check and see if you can float the elbows up as high as the shoulders and the shoulder blades sliding down the back, forearms away. Noticing the sensations of your body as you feel into this experience of your wholeness, the unity, the yoking of the mind and the body, emotions, spirit, the unseen, everything existing right now, winding this experience of who you are through the eye of the witness, through the eyes of the witness. So approaching yourself as a witness, witnessing yourself with equanimity, witnessing yourself with compassion and appreciation, being with yourself like you would be with a good friend. All right, let's take down dog. Big breath in and lift the hips up and back. Exhale back. All right, walking the hands and feet together. Forward fold here, Uttanasana. Ujjayi breathing. Let the back of your head be relaxed. If you're wanting more shoulder stuff, you're welcome to interlace the fingers behind you. Bending the knees, sitting to chair. Engage the low abs, taking one wrinkle out of the low back. And then hands to the heart. Let's take a twisting chair. So take the left tricep across the right thigh and maybe fist to palm if you've got any wrist issues. If not, palm to palm in prayer. Sometimes like one knee comes out, try and keep the knees level and try and look up. All right, I'm feeling strong today. If you're feeling strong today and you want to fly a little bit and do some arm balances, come for a little side crow. So bring the palms down to the ground and then triceps into the thigh and lean into the palms of the hands. So as you lean into the palms of the hands, maybe, just maybe you get one foot off the ground. Big breath in. Use your bandhas, your Uddiyana bandha, your belly, Mula bandha, pelvic floor, and then maybe Maybe just for a second, find the arm balance. It's not as fun on carpet. Transitioning right into squat, opening the legs, rocking from side to side. Pressing the triceps into the inner thighs. Pausing here, pausing for rooting down into the earth. Take the one side. I've got my right in front of my right shin, but you're probably welcome to take the left into the left and then raise the other arm up. Stay here or add thumbs down, hands toward the back pocket for a little bit of a bind, looking up, engaging the low abs. Releasing to the other side. So this is my left in front of my left shin, but if you're mirroring me, it would be right in front of right and the other arm up to the sky. Thumbs down, hands toward the back pocket. Binding here, I'm holding my hand behind, looking up. And I'm releasing. Bringing the feet together. Finding side crow on the other side. Let's check this side out and see how we're doing. So elbows into the side of the leg. I do both my elbows. Some people can like float out with the back elbow. All right, here we go. Big breath in. Engage your core, engage your pelvic floor. Exhale, lean over. Maybe one toe, maybe the other toe. Maybe just for a second. Back to center. Float back up to chair pose. Arms can be however you like. Engage the low ribs in. And then standing all the way up. We'll do some sun salutes, yeah? Big breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. I'm going to do some fun sun salutes, adding in some variations here. So bending the left knee, straightening the right, adding a little twist here. And then other direction, bending right knee, right hand in front of the face, left hand up. Release back to Uttanasana. I'm going to interlace my fingers again. And inhale halfway up. Engage the low ribs, engage the abs. And then step right back to runner's lunge. So left foot forward, right foot back. I think a twist is in order here, so I'm going to take a twist toward the center, raising my right hand up. And then why not twist the other direction? Left hand up. And since we did it in our chair, so I think I forgot on the other side, making prayer hands here. You know what, while I'm remembering, why not bring it to chair pose? Since we didn't do it on this side. It's going in reverse order, and then back to runner's lunge, crazy, and then open up wide. And then back to plank, lower down. Knees, chest, chin, or rock forward, chaturanga down. Low cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. I'm just going all wild Z here with all different sorts of things. Let's extend the left leg up behind and then bend the knee. Roll the ankle. And then straighten the leg and then kind of pulse the leg down. And then switching. Stacking the hips, bending the knee, rolling the ankle. Pulsing the leg, letting it dangle behind. And then bringing yourself back to a neutral down dog. Let's go. Runner's lunge on the other side. So I've got my right leg forward. And we'll twist open this way. Release to twist the other way. And then we did the prayer on the other side. So a little prayer twisting. Hand down, hand up, breathing, squeezing the rotation of the belly, making for a lot shallower of a breath. Step forward, forward, forward fold. And inhale, come all the way up. Then exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale up. And come to a forward fold again. Forward folds are a west stretch. So it's like leaving behind you. What is behind you? Leaving behind you the processes that are behind you. Hang out in your forward fold still. Bend your knees if you like. Enjoy this forward fold for what it is. A releasing of the past. A letting go. Being easy with yourself as you release the past. What wants to happen next, I think, is a little airplane, a little flying pose. So bending left knee, picking up the right leg in the back, getting buoyant, getting lahima, lightness, and then extending to Virabhadrasana 3, our warrior 3, the back thigh down to the ground. Going right into standing splits. And then switching sides. Standing splits on the other side. Toe up behind. And then bend that front knee, get buoyant, get light with the arms. Airplane arms. Virabhadrasana 3 on the other side. And stand on up. Bring your hands to your heart. Feel your heart beating in your thumbs. Catching your breath. All right, I want to play with some more flying little half moon. So taking the weight into one foot, getting buoyant with the other foot, releasing hand toward the ground. I like to keep the other hand right on the waist. Ardha Chandrasana. And then eventually take the other hand up to the sky and look up if you can. Woo! It's fun to play. Awesome. Come on up and let's do the other side. So I like to bend the front knee, touch the ground first. Stay here. This might be your half moon today. This might be where you're enjoying your half moon. And then slowly see if you can get buoyant through the back leg. Oh, I got the wall right there. That's helpful. Eventually looking up and extending the arm up. Bending the knee, coming down, inhaling up. A little mountain. Beautiful. Let's inhale, hands up, and then exhale to squat pose. Little slouching squat, reaching the hands forward. Shall we do front crow while we're here? Hips come up, knees in towards the upper tricep or underarm, hands landing, come up onto the tippy toes. And then maybe lean forward a little bit into the palms of the hands, into the fingertips, perhaps take one toe off the ground, the other toe off the ground, breathing in, engage your core, engage your pelvic floor. And we have liftoff. Sukhasana. All right, we're so close to the ground, we might as well make our way onto the ground. Give yourself a child's pose. See, lower this one too. Child's pose. On your next inhale, float up. Swing the hips to the side. Swing the legs around and then exhale down onto your back. Hug the knees into your chest. Draw circles with your knees. Circles together, circles apart, circles in each direction. Let's do this fun little spinal roll and draw a circle as you spinal roll all the way around. I feel like this is good for the core. Work that you don't even know you're doing. Really silly and fun. I have this wall right here. I'm gonna swing on back around to the wall and do some hip openers at the wall. So you don't have to go to a wall if you don't have one nearby or you don't want to move to a wall. Figure 4 stretch, right? So right ankle across left thigh, reach through that triangle, grab for the hamstring or the shin. If you do have a wall, scoot your bottom up close to the wall, roll onto the back, legs up the wall. Love yoga. I love yoga. I love you. Right ankle, slide the left foot down the wall. So here now you don't have to do anything. You can just lay here and let the hips open all on their own. All that is required is that you find just the right angle, press the knee away perhaps. Beautiful. You ready for the other side? And cross. Take left ankle across right thigh. If you're laying on the ground without a wall, reach through and guide your hand to the shin or the hamstring. If you're at the wall becomes your arms and you can just chill. I've been having so much fun studying Vedic astrology, learning how to be a Jyotishi. It is mind-blowing how the blueprint created in the sky matches. It matches, so it's insane. The more charts that we do in class and the more I look, it's like, how is this possible that when we're born there was this blueprint created based on the layout of the stars and the planets in the sky when we were born, and how the vibration of the planets and the stars and their archetypes are our imprint. That's crazy. I've been having an amazing time learning how to do it. So if you are watching this and you want a reading, I'm doing free or readings by donation right now, just for friends and family, until I get really good. Then I can make it my next career. Yeah. Everything's connected, right? Uncrossing, unfolding, unwinding. A little bridge. You can do this bridge on the ground or at the wall. Just make sure you're facing up. You're looking up. Lifting the hips and lowering the hips. If you're at the wall, you can be mindful of your neck and hold the low back. I do know someone who injured their neck doing this type of shoulder stand plow, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to stay here. But if that's in your practice and you don't have any neck issues, all right, let's twist it out, okay? Lower the legs across the body to, we'll follow your impulse to what side you want to go on first, but I'm going to the right first. The meditation, the peacefulness, the rest, the enjoyment of the practice of going inward. Yoga is, so paradoxical because it's an inward journey, but as a teacher and as a student, there's an outward expression, an outward exogenous experience of it. So I'm into paradox. I love paradoxes. I love how, we're putting our body through these stressors so that we can relax, right? Airplane pose, flying poses. It's kind of cool to like exercise and tonify the nervous system in a way, like moving back and forth between sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. All right, let's come to center. Line up your spine and then exhale, lowering the legs across the body. Other way, I'm here toward the left. Looking to the right, right arm out to a T or kind of a V. All right. Returning to center, giving yourself a rest. I'm going to rest here and legs up the wall. Integration time, right? Space between the teeth. You can lay however you want, on your side, on your belly, on your back. Legs up the wall, Viparita Karani, the great rejuvenator. Give yourself any wiggles, flex, release. Tongue and root of the tongue relaxing back, eyes soft and relaxing. I know I've had a good yoga session when my eyes feel kind of fuzzy and my whole body is in that blissed out, relaxed state where I'm trusting that the world is here for me. I'm here for the world. We're in a symbiotic relationship of friendly, easy, loving creativity. Simply relaxing. All right. Coming back to the surface, finding some easy movement. Yawn and stretch. Roll onto your side. Pressing top hand into the earth, letting the head dangle as you make your way up to a seat. That was so good. So good to be able to move in these ways. So appreciate yourself for coming home to yourself, for bringing yourself to this practice of yoga. Lokaha samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings everywhere be happy, peaceful, and free. Om peace, peace, perfect peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you.